It's election night 2014, and we'll see if Jim Heide stays mayor of Massena. And I'm heading out to do my late time voting. Gotta go vote. And so we're heading to the poll area I vote at. There's a door open here. Push, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Time to vote. Go down there. Oh, scanner station. Okay.
Just
I'll just throw it in.
no, we're not going to throw it.
Oh.
Just put it in there.
Okay. This is different. Does it roll in? Yeah, okay. I'm filming it. Just filming this. Well, it's about 8:30. Let's head over to one of the headquarters for the election and see the stats. See who's going to win this race this year for mayor. $14.53 to $4.66. Jim Heide's losing by 1,000 votes.
Never in my life.
The voters spoke and it's time to move forward. So I guess we'll call on a few speakers. Obviously, we're going to start with our Democratic Party cheerleader, aka the bully, Courtney DeShays.
Thank you, Tom. And I want to start the evening by saying it looks like it's a good night for Democrats. I want to also start by thanking the Elks Lodge tonight, if everyone could just give them and the helpers around the applause. And next, of course, I want to thank the committee and all of their hard work throughout the whole entire year. This sort of event and these sort of numbers don't happen without your participation and without the hard work and time that you put into it. Congratulations to all of the judges, Eric Gustafson, Jerry Charlo, Jerry Richards, and John Ritchie. I had a lot of different sort of speeches made out for this evening, but right now I would definitely just like to say thank you so much to Tim Offel. Congratulations. Congratulations to Matt Lazier. Finally, to Tim Courier. I just want to say, before Tim comes up and speaks, that it's been a pleasure working alongside him, as well as those who have participated in helping out with the campaign. We look forward to your leadership. It's an honor and a privilege to introduce you to the first time, the Mayor of Massena, Tim Currier.
Thank you. Thank you, Massena. Thank you very much. I want to start my speech by thanking Mayor Heidi. I just spoke to him on the phone. He called to congratulate me. He was very gracious. He's pledged to work with me during this transition the next month. You know, he worked really hard the last 4 years to try to make Massena better. We owe him a debt of gratitude, so thank you to Mayor Heidi, please. I want to thank our trustee candidates. Boy, the voters had great choices this year. First of all, to Sean Gray for stepping forward and running. I want to thank Trish Wilson. Folks, she has been an honorable public servant for this community, served this community well for 8 years, so thank you, Trish Wilson. And to my two running mates, who I'm looking very forward to working with, Matt LeBeer and Tim Offel. Congratulations. I promise I'm going to be brief, but I do have a few people I want to thank, so if you would indulge me. First, my campaign team. We started meeting back in May and trying to outline a plan to get my vision out there and how we would work this campaign. They worked tirelessly doing a number of things, working on getting out the vote and getting the message out there and helping me get door to door with those door knockers and all the things that they did. So thank you very much to my great campaign team. And a few other quick thank yous, of course, the Democratic Party and our chair, Courtney. You know, it was great to have the sometimes subtle advice and sometimes outright advice of our party, of people that are very experienced. And it speaks well to having good friendships with a number of the people in this party that are able to reach out, give you advice. You take it or you don't, or you go in a different direction, or oftentimes you go in the same direction. But to have their support of this party, I greatly appreciate that. I also want to thank Organized Labor, who stood behind me and endorsed me in a number of ways. You know, they've been hit very hard in this community, Organized Labor, and they've had this party's back for years, and it's time we have their back. And to all of you that helped going door to door, getting the word out there, putting stuff out on social media, talking to your friends, talking to your neighbors, carrying that message that we were trying to carry. I appreciate that. And believe it or not, oftentimes just the encouraging words that I got. And sometimes it was just as simple as a Facebook message or a text message. Hey, you're going to do it, you're going to be fine, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, because it was a grueling campaign, sometimes more mentally than physically, you know, trying to hold down a full-time job and run a campaign. So your words of encouragement were well received, and I appreciate that. And most of all, to the people that cast their votes today, for understanding the vision that this party has for this community and where we want to take it. And I appreciate everyone that got out here and voted for us, and it's really wonderful. A big thank you, of course, is to my family, my son Nathaniel and my wife family. Of course, they're my biggest supporters, but they're the ones that have really had not just their support, but of course their love is really appreciated. There's a number of people from my family here. Thank you to all of them. My mom is here, my in-laws are here, my brother's here, my twin sister, my older twin sister. So I appreciate my big family support. And just that they came out and all voted I could win. So. You know, from the start of this campaign, I tried to get the message out there, which in my case was really the same way I tried to serve you as your police chief, is with optimism, belief in each other, belief in Massena, and the promise of uniting people. And, you know, together, I think we can bring Massena back. We've got difficult times ahead of us, lots of challenges, lots of problems to deal with. But I think, you know, if you look at the unity in this room, I can just imagine all of the great ideas and things that we can come up with if people become engaged again in local government. So, you know, I ask you to join this effort. Work with our village board to try to find some solutions that will work to turn this community around. The past is the past. We need to start thinking forward. How do we reinvent Massena so that we can go forward the next several years? Again, it's going to be challenging, it's going to be difficult, but we can do this. And finally, let me say this election's over, whether you voted for me or not. Please, come to the table, work with us, try to find a way to build unity in this community and to be optimistic and positive. Help us make those difficult decisions that work for all of us. Someday our lives will pass in front of our eyes. Let's make it something worth watching. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Don't get used to that. Thanks to Sam, sure, and hopefully they continue to work hard for the community of Massena. So first up, Town Justice Gerald Charlo.
Always hate to go after Tim. Congratulations to the mayor and the new trustees. It's my honor and privilege to announce to you the Honorable John Ritchie, our St. Lawrence County Court Judge. And my co-judge, Massena Village Justice Eric J. Gustafson. Great guy. Thank you for allowing me to serve you, and I will continue to do this to the best of my ability. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks, Jerry. Remember, don't arrest my son. Next up in line, Village Justice Eric Gustafson.
Thank you all for your support. It's been an absolute honor to serve as the Massena Village Justice for these last 17 years, and I'm really looking forward to the next 4 years. Thank you again for your support.
Next up from the County Surrogate Court Judge, John Ritchie.
Thank you all for coming tonight. I have to tell you that county level judges get elected for 10-year terms. And once we're elected, we disappear from politics. You never see us again. You see us on election night, and then that's it unless you have business in the court, which none of you would have. So I'd just like to thank everybody for supporting me, especially people that passed my petitions. That's an incredible amount of work to do. I'm really honored to represent not only Massena, but the entire county now on our judiciary. So I'd like to thank everybody. I'd like to thank my wife and my son who supported me. You know, when Tim was talking, he mentioned his campaign started in about May. Mine started almost 2 years ago when the judge told me she was going to retire. And so it's been a long 2 years. I'm very happy to be here tonight, and I really do thank everybody who supported me.
Next we'll count on Colorado County Legislator Greg Paquin, and hopefully he can share some of the results from the county and talk about the other elections that went on. Obviously, here he is from Massena, Greg Paquin.
Thanks, everyone. Just a quick note, I'd like to obviously thank everybody, the committee especially. It takes a lot of hard work to make a night like this happen. And just so you know, obviously, Massena is the one true blue town in St. Lawrence County. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to lose control of the board of the county. But you know what? That's okay. That happens. That's part of the elections. And you should all have respect for people that are willing to put their name on the ballot, no matter what. It's not fun being an elected official, especially in this day and age. But it's you should have respect for people that are willing to put their name on the board. But again, you know, tonight's not about anything else. It's about you know, what we did tonight and celebrate what the mayor and the village trustee and everybody else did, and that's great. But again, keep in mind, it's not a fun task to put your name on a ballot. It takes a lot of courage, and I appreciate it. And I see Mr. Gray back there, and you know, Granted, Sean's a Republican through and through, but I have a great deal of respect for anybody that puts their name on the ballot. Everybody, thank you.
Thanks, Greg. And next up, we'll finish up the night with the two trustees. And first up, the newly elected trustee, Matt LeBeer.
Thanks, everyone. I keep looking over there and double checking that column. It appears this is for real, and I just found out that it's not fun, so I'm just kidding. I can't really say just what's going through my mind because I don't think it's really resonated yet, but I need to thank a few people. When I was talking about running, after people would ask me if I was crazy, they gave me some good advice, and certainly my family, some good friends, and Mr. Boots even. I didn't really even know where to start, and I reached out to him, and he kind of gave me the info on what do you do when you want to run, and that's how new I am to this. So looking forward to learning a lot, working hard, and I can't think, having someone like Tim Courier at the top certainly made it a much easier campaign to really speak about the positive change that we want to have and move Massena forward. So looking forward to a good term, and we really can't say it enough. We do need to thank Trustee Wilson for her time on the board, and also Sean Gray for a good campaign, and appreciate all the support everyone had, and all the support that the community and the chair showed me as well. So thanks, guys.
Thanks, Matt. Congratulations. And to close up tonight, we'll finish with the incumbent, Trustee Tim Offeld.
I've got a few thank yous. First off, I'd like to thank my family, my wife Kathleen, my daughter Jessica, Nick, and Sam, and my new son-in-law Shane. That's why I had some struggles this year going door to door because I was planning a wedding, but more importantly, I was paying for it. Okay? So, anyway, and I'd like to thank all my friends. A bunch of friends showed up here tonight, and as one of my good friends, Tim Pete, said, I said, thank God you guys are here. If I lost, I had a shoulder to cry on. He told me, if we thought you were going to lose, we weren't coming. Letter writers, I had a bunch of terrific people write letters to the editor on my behalf. Super people. The Democratic Party, most importantly, the voters in Massena. As Timmy said and Greg said, it's tough to be judged. I was judged today. Everybody on that tally board up there was judged today. And anybody who steps forward and can take that on to be judged, I take my hat off to you. It's very difficult to do, and it is what it is. I had a different campaign strategy than Matt and Tim. I didn't have social media. All I did was stand on the decisions I've made the last 4 years. And looking at the tally board, it looks like a lot of people agreed with what I did. A lot of people may have disagreed with what I did too. I'm my own man. I'm going to make the best decisions for you taxpayers. What can you guys expect the next 4 years? We got a great mayor coming in. Super talker, a lot better talker than I am. Hopefully we can take this community and move it forward. I've got a lot of confidence in Timmy. But I do have to say, we are losing Trustee Wilson after 8 years. Trish is probably one of the nicest people I know. I graduated from high school with her, spent a lot of time with her. True hard worker. Jimmy Heidi. No matter what anybody thinks of the guy bled Massena. Okay, as Timmy had mentioned. He's a terrific guy, and he had the best intentions of Massena at heart for the 4 years he was here. Timmy spent a lot of time on committees with him, and I'm sure he knows what I mean. But again, thank you very much, and go blue.
Thanks to everyone in tonight. Hey, stick around, rub elbows with our candidates, and have a good night. Drive safe. Thank you.